Hello everyone. In this video we're going to talk about why Michelle Pfeiffer is my favorite actress of all time. Okay, Michelle Pfeiffer is one of the main reasons I'm a cinema fan and an art fan. She's one of the main reasons I fell in love with cinema. She's one of the main reasons I love art. And this is what great artists is all about. They make you fall in love with art, fall in love with what they do, they inspire you to try to become an artist yourself. And when we talk about Michelle Pfeiffer, this lady's got it all really. She's got an incredible beauty, legendary beauty, great talent, versatile career. She's not known for a specific type of role or specific type of movies. Her career is so versatile, she can play any part she wants to play. Plus, she's got a great singing voice. Plus, she's known for having a modest character. Like, if you watch her interviews, I recommend her interview, the Inside of the Actor Studio interview. This is my favorite interview from Michelle Pfeiffer. I really recommend it for every Michelle Pfeiffer fan because in this interview, she's really herself. And you discover in this interview, she's really a modest person. Like for someone of her career, her success, and her fame, you expect a little bit of attitude, but you don't get this attitude at all. She's very down to earth lady. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my favorite movies from Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm going to I rate Michelle Pfeiffer. I rate movies as I define great movies as rewatchable movies. Like, if you have a movie that you have been rewatching for years and years, and you've got a great movie. And we're going to start with the number one on the list. My favorite Michelle Pfeiffer movie of all time is What Lies Beneath. I have an addiction to What Lies Beneath. I can't stop watching this movie. I have been watching this movie for 20 years now. And the reason is this is my favorite actress in my favorite genre. Like, I'm a horror movie fan, and Michelle has done only two horror movies, What Lies Beneath and Wolf. And this movie is really perfection in every sense of the word. The story, the acting, the directing. Plus, Michelle Pfeiffer is, is in every scene in this movie, which to me is like being a kid in a candy store. And also, I like the casting of Harrison Ford as a villain because we are not used to seeing him as a villain. He plays the perfect psychopath husband. And this movie is one of my favorite horror movies. It's my favorite Michelle Pfeiffer movies, and I think she should have won an Oscar or Golden Globe for her performance in this movie because her performance in this movie is incredible, really. Next movie on the list is, of course, Batman Returns. Her most iconic character that she ever played is Catwoman, of course. She is the Catwoman. No one can take this. No one can play Catwoman better than Michelle Pfeiffer. She is like Michael Keaton is the Batman, or Anthony Hopkins is Hannibal Lecter, or Christopher Reeve is always be the Superman. She completely owns this character. And I also think her portrayal as Catwoman is not less iconic or less great than Heath Ledger as the Joker or Jack Nicholson as the Joker. And I think also she should have won a performance for this. Well, it's really incredible how she captured the soul of this character. My third movie on the list is White Oleander. And the reason why I love watching my favorite actors or actors as a villains, because I am already a big fan of you, so why don't you make me hate you? And in this movie, Michelle Pfeiffer makes me hate her like 100%. I want her character to die at the end of the movie. Her character is so hateful and so narcissistic. She completely ruins the life of his daughter. And sometimes I play the which was the incredible, intense scene between her and her daughter in this movie. The scenes between them are incredible. And I also think Michelle Pfeiffer should have won an Oscar for this performance. This performance, especially, is really incredible. Okay, number 4 on the list is One Fine Day. One Fine Day is really nice movie. It shows the sense of humor between her. The sense of humor of Michelle Pfeiffer in this movie is really done well. And I like the chemistry between her and George Clooney. It's one of my favorite movies. It's just a nice movie. It's just a fine movie. Okay. Number 5 on the list is Dangerous Minds. This is a movie where I officially become a fan of Michelle Pfeiffer. Because when I first saw this movie, I was in like mid-school or something. And I said to myself, if I had a teacher like her, I would have loved going to school every day because I hated going to school. I mean, it is my favorite education movie and one of her best performances ever. Okay, number 7 on the list is Wolf. I really like the chemistry between her and Jack Nicholson in this movie. Jack Nicholson was also one of my favorite actors. I like the story of the movie because the movie started Wolf, and Jack Nicholson is the least wolfy person in this movie. Like, the real wolf in this movie is the businessman, the father of Michelle Pfeiffer in this movie, and also James Spader and Jack Nicholson's cheating wife. They are the real wolves in this movie. They are the real wild animal in this movie. And I also like the ending, is despite being so sad, that they have been like they are going to reunite again outside of this cruel, ugly world. And I also in love with the final shot of Wolf. It's one of the most beautiful shots of Michelle Pfeiffer's face, but it really captures the beauty of her facial structure, the beauty of her eyes. And it's also it's also a horror movie, and I'm a horror movie fan. It is one of the best movies that talks about the whole wolf man things. Okay. Number 8 on the list is the movie Stardust. Okay, I'm going to say this. Michelle Pfeiffer is so good at being bad. And I love watching her as an evil witch in this movie. It's so entertaining and it's so... I like fantasy movies and I can't resist the fact Michelle Pfeiffer as an evil witch is so entertaining to watch as an evil witch. Okay, number 8 on the list is Maleficent 2. I love the chemistry between Angelina and Michelle Pfeiffer in this movie. I think the reason why the movie was so successful because Michelle Pfeiffer as an evil manipulating queen in this movie really made the drama in this movie better. Like, you're watching Michelle Pfeiffer toe-to-toe with Angelina and she totally manipulates the character and turned her life into a living hell, turned her adopted daughter against her. I enjoy the dinner, the famous dinner scene, and the last confrontation between her and Angelina. And I wish they could do another movie together, like a thriller movie this time. Okay. Number 9 on the list is Frankie and Johnny. It's Al Pacino is one of my absolute favorite artists. And I really love this movie that shows the comedic side of both of them, unlike Scarface, which was a very serious movie. This one you get to explore the comedic side of Michelle Pfeiffer and Al Pacino. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Okay, well, I'm going to take about number 9, The Fabulous Baker Boys. Well, what can I say about The Fabulous Baker Boys? Everybody loves this movie because Michelle Pfeiffer sings a lot in this movie, and of course the famous scene with the red dress on top of the piano. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies because how beautiful Michelle Pfeiffer in this movie. And I also love Jeff Bridges and his brother, so it's a nice movie. Okay. Number 10 is Married to the Mob. Well, it's also it's a very funny movie. It's very watchable movies. It's funny to watch Michelle Pfeiffer as an Italian or someone who is married to an Italian mob. I also love the red dress. There is another red dress, spotted red dress in this movie, which looks great on her. It's also, I love movies where they show her comedic side. It's one of these movies that show her comedic side in such a good way. It's a very fun thing. Okay, last but not least is Tequila Sunrise. Tequila Sunrise is one of the few movies where I love the entire cast. I love Michelle Pfeiffer, I love Mel Gibson, I love Kurt Russell, and also the late Raul Julia. It's a nice crime romance movie, like the classic way, the type of black and white movies. It's a really a nice movie. Okay, now we're finished with the movie. I hope you like this video. If you're a Michelle Pfeiffer fan like me, please mention in the comment your favorite movies for her and why you're a big fan of her. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much. This was Muhammad Adal with you. Thank you.